Good afternoon and Happy New Year. Welcome back to Liverpool, Nova Scotia, the Queen's Place Amherst Centre for the 2025 Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Trials. I am Brian Schick, and we are in for a matchup here today between Riley Sand and Brendan Craig out of Guelph, Ontario, with Melissa Adams and Alex Robichaud out of Fredericton. With me today is Marty Thompson. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Happy New Year to everybody. I'm excited for this game. These are two very, very talented doubles teams. Unfortunately, with the standings, they're not exactly in the spot they want to be when they started this whole process here earlier this week, but it's still going to be a great one.
Yeah, both teams sitting at 1-4 right now. That basically takes them out of the playoff contention. So not a whole lot on the line in this particular matchup, but still lots to play for everybody else. This is Pool B play. Peterman and Gallant at 5-0, leading the pool. Weigel, Epping at 4-1 just beside them. They had a great game yesterday. And Armstrong, Griffith, and Lott sitting tied for third. Basically, the top three move on to the playoff round and then into the page. But like we said before, these teams unfortunately aren't going to be in the mix for that part of the week.
Some of them, right? Yeah. Like I'll look for a 95 forward.
Adams and Robichaud will start the game with the hammer by virtue of the pre-game draw to the button. This is Riley Sandham out of Guelph, Ontario.
Yeah, line. Line's good, line's good.
T-line.
Going really hard. Yep.
T-line, back forward.
Yep, keep the line. Easy, you're good.
Back button.
Whoa.
Great shot.
Good job.
Bang.
What'd you get on that?
If you've been watching any of the mixed doubles so far, you'll see that this is pretty much the standard play, the draw around, try to get that first one right, locked on the button. And if that first one's made, it usually means that you're in for a lot of action in that 4-foot area.
Yeah, a series of freezes for sure. It seems like the more aggressive play is to maybe have that rock sit top button, top four. But if you really sort of sink one in, you're really limiting that scoring area to just that little bit of white paint there, just the button.
Yeah, I guess the perfect play would be to leave it maybe top of the button, top of just in front of that, because as you see right there, if you freeze on the back one, there's still room to freeze another one on top of that.
Just inside mid?
Exactly. And if you do put a top four, that top button area, you just do run the risk of having a potentially sort of a tap back if it does curl as much as it is here in Liverpool. So that's just something to keep an eye on. If they do play that, there is a risk attached to it.
Small bump.
Yep. Keep it high.
Not quite to it.
Right to it. Hard. Good sweep.
It's a good spot.
You mentioned the ice. It has been pretty great from what I've seen. A lot of curl. You can get around everything, and a lot of movement from the hog line in. So just because a rock is buried certainly means that it is still accessible.
T.
You got room. Whoa.
T-line.
Whoa. Yep. Straight.
T.
Yep. Whoa.
Carve.
No, line's good. Yeah, carve. Go.
And that's just an example of being able to get across and tap something. Create some pretty good shape for this team at New Brunswick right now.
Be a great force. Yeah.
Yeah, even with a little bit of extra weight, that still did curl quite a bit, enough to make contact with the red and spread things out a little bit.
Okay, if it's a hair big, we can chip off. But I'd like to keep that red where it is, because it's protecting this one if we get it in there.
Similar throw.
That bit inside of mid?
Yeah. $15.
Okay, I like to throw.
Yeah. T-line?
All you. Yep.
6.
Line's good. Yep.
6.
Yep.
The key here will have that red rock wrap around.
Just 5.
Yep.
the yellow, that's
Freeze the yellow?
top 8, top 4 area.
Keep going, keep going. Not bad. We just want to flop here.
Nice. Flop it.
I don't know that we're ever making that. It would be nice.
We're trying it
Yeah.
or no?
It's pretty tight to this.
Okay.
I think just an 11.
Like a 10? Just to try it? It'll come up at the
Okay.
end. The hand roll's fine.
Yeah.
Too.
So by talking about 10 or 11 seconds, they're talking kind of a control weight takeout here, maybe slightly firmer than board weight.
Yeah, I think you want to play it conservatively.
Okay.
Yeah, if they make the hit and flop over, then they're really in a good spot because they'll have that yellow to still tap back on the left side of our picture that we just saw.
Close. Yep.
Nice seeing Alex Robichaud representing the Montreal Expos. That's a great hat. Got one just like it.
Okay.
Where'd you get yours, Brian? I'm in the market for one.
Oddly,
Or do you wanna-
Chicago, but that's a whole other story.
Still play the same shot.
I was at a Cubs game in Chicago, and they had one in the souvenir shop, and I said, screw it, Cubs hat, I'm getting an Expos. Anyway, so over curl there by Robichaud, and
Like make the run straight back. So,
clips the
yeah, I know
top
what you're
one.
saying.
Didn't really think that was in place.
Kind of nestle it in.
Yeah, that was the risk to it.
Okay.
Pretty much a locked in.
The tolerance isn't ideal for that. Now, if you're Sandham Craig,
Okay, you can play these. Tap them when you just
you're in a
throw.
pretty good spot when it comes to doubles. I mean, you're sort of surrounding that scoring
This side.
area.
Yeah, top 4.
It's a chance to try to
Yeah.
either plot one back in there and really have these options that you can tap up if you want to. If you want to be a little bit more aggressive on your last, you can be. Just sort of placing another stone here on Brendan's last.
6, 7.
Yeah, go a bit.
Yeah, and even more so than even four-player curling.
6, 7.
Just if you can force the team with hammer to single, that is a huge victory in mixed doubles.
5,
Curl. Whoa, 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 whoa. Straight.
4, 5.
Whoa, we're not bouncing.
Nope.
Whoa, then.
Yeah, Sandham Craig is an excellent team at producing those outcomes. We can get a little bit more in how they played the last 14 months or so, but they've really been on fire. They play the game in a really kind of like a pragmatic way, but still very much aggressive. You know, they let you make the hard shots, and they really apply a lot of pressure.
Both of these teams qualified for this event through the mixed doubles ranking,
Yes. You gotta
which
go.
means that they've played enough consistently and earned enough points that they were in the top handful that got the invite. So certainly
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
experienced in this event.
Sorry, should have let
Probably
it run.
this. Yeah.
So stagger a guard.
Yeah, I would love to guard a piece of this too to take the
Okay,
pick away.
here.
Fight the line right here.
Okay.
You like that?
Yep.
Excellent shot there from the New Brunswick duo, trying to weasel another one into the top of the button there.
That's okay.
Okay.
Just about as good as you could have made it. Sandham Craig obviously the opportunity to protect this.
Okay.
It's a shot that
Slow still.
Yeah.
Adams Robichaud will have on their last.
Like,
Yeah.
line's the most important.
Yeah, basically the only shot now is the, I guess, triple run back, and
Like you give it a bit.
Riley Sandham's trying to make it a quadruple and maybe take away the angle so it's not
Line's
even
good.
possible.
Keep it out there a bit.
Sure. Line's good. Where are ya?
1, 2.
Okay.
Line on me for a 1.
Whoa. Just a 1?
Yeah.
Whoa. Curl a bit. Curl, 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 curl. Okay.
Great.
I suppose that's mission accomplished, although I think the run back still may be possible. The red, 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 yellow, yellow, red. But Melissa Adams not going to take it on, just trying to draw to the side of the button for a second point.
Yeah, job done in the first end here for Sandham Craig to force a shot like this, but certainly in Melissa's bag of tricks here for sure, this draw.
How much?
So last shot of the first end here coming from Melissa Adams, trying to get a piece of the button.
Oh, I think they're throwing it away. Oh, maybe they're trying to tick it away. Oh,
well, they could have ticked that one if they moved that red a bit. It would have been a second. However, not to be. 1 point on the board for Adams and Robichaud. We'll be back with the second end right after this.
The Canadian curling trials. The thing we cried for, fought for, thrown 1,000 rocks for. The podium, just out of reach. But we can almost taste the gold medals in our teeth. Defiant, we take down giants with nothing but the stones in our hands. And in the stands, they wait and see who among us will earn the right to wear the maple leaf.
From cash spiels to Grand Slams, club competitions to world championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders, plus behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
Second end action coming up here at the Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Trials. Adams and Robichaud from Fredericton, New Brunswick, with the early lead after one.
High line. Where is it?
6. T. Straight to it.
Straight. Tower curling.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little over curl on the draw. Yeah, they were attempting that little
I was thinking the
tap of that redstone at the back of the rings there on that last shot. Yeah, I think with board, maybe that wasn't exactly the intended weight, but they were pretty close to making that.
Can you give it a bit?
Yeah, I think with a hair less weight, that might curl up a couple more inches. All you had to do was move that red just a little bit, and you bring that second point into play.
Move it lots. Line's good though.
Line only.
Yep.
Line only.
Yep.
Full forward.
Easy. Whoa. Whoa.
Okay, good shot.
Sweet. I think you can freeze the back one. And that's not bad either.
So with that little over curl from Adams on the first shot, it really opens the door to for Sandham and Craig to potentially set up a big end. That first shot is so critical.
Yeah, anything behind the tee as well, if you're not, exactly glued right on that back stone is, it can be really trouble if you don't have the hammer in an end. There is the opportunity on this draw to bail you out if you can get, again, close to that nose of that back stone. You run the risk of creating a kind of an ugly shape, which is kind of what we're looking at here.
Flash double.
Okay. In-turn tap on our red.
That's just going to be a 1 for us, no?
Yeah, like you said, as soon as you go a little bit deep and you're not frozen, you're now basically building a wall at the back of the forefoot that you have to negotiate later.
I think right here.
Okay.
We just can't really afford to roll that if you make that tap, right?
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay. Same as draw the button?
Yeah. Aim for top 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tolerance will be lighter on the shot where you're kind of saying aim for top 8 there.
Okay, so I was like
Just trying to
top
protect
12, both of mine last night,
that
so.
Yeah, this half's a little
redstone
bit better,
that's
though. We keep this
touching
one
the
a bit more.
button.
Okay,
if you get that corner freeze, you know, again, you just make it better shape.
20.
Leave it a little.
Yeah.
Felt good to me.
6. 6.
Line's good. Yep.
6.
Quote, line's good. Quote.
6.
5. Yep.
5, 6.
Yep. Quote.
Gotta go.
Good, all you. Walk it on. Hard. Hard. Keep the line hard. Great.
Good throw.
You hear just so much communication between these pairs. The dialogue as far as calling the shot and then the sweeping and the rock management all the way down. It's absolutely critical part of this game, and that was just a great example of the chatter.
Yeah, it needs to be a very sort of fluid communication, right? And you need to contribute a lot. It's kind of all facets of the shot. Yeah, you're right. That was really good examples of that. If you are learning to sort of play doubles a little bit more, or trying to get into the discipline, you know, I'd recommend trying to pick up these little types of things that can help you really execute on more shots that seem easier in fours.
Anything? Anything?
A little bit of weight here coming from Alex Robichaud. Just ticks the red out the side door.
Try to bump this a bit.
Yeah, they're just gonna play the freeze. You gotta roll under.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, not a bad little shot there. You get rid of the problem rock anyways.
Yeah.
It's tough to get by that, but
Yeah, like you said, definitely changes the shape all of a sudden. Now yellow
Even if you're just on the nose of it.
looking much better than they were one rock ago.
12, so I think with like back 8.
Okay. I think that's
However, still the
I like that. Like,
door is open for another red to get locked in there on the button.
like 6, 8 feet more.
Yeah. Zeros. A little big. Back 12. Back line.
Roll then. Curl.
His weight can still make a decent shot out of this weight, though.
Whoa. Yep. Curl. Whoa.
And you will see it will still curl even with a little extra weight.
Great shot.
Got away with one there, calling for this straight sweep at the very end and just scraped it by.
Oh. I mean, that's a great line call. I know you're tempting a little bit of fate there, ticking that redstone, but all you had was that if you're in Brendan's case, when you let go of the rock, is that you know it's heavy, and they didn't really shy away from trying to start that early. So yeah, really good awareness to try to make something of that shot, and also just being honest about what you threw.
You got room. Room right now. Lots of room.
Gotta go. 5.
Time to curl. Hard. Line's getting better.
This is a much wider line, but a lot less weight.
Not there. It's not there.
Go, so I can tap it.
And
Even
left
if you're
in a
here.
That's what I like, yeah.
Yeah.
tough spot for the New Brunswick duo.
I think to outcount.
It takes away access from the left side as we're looking at it. The right side now.
We leave that draw for them.
Yeah, great opportunity for Sandham Craig to just wrap anywhere underneath this Yellowstone, and then
I think this is easier to bury.
Yeah, it is quite a bit wider. Like I'm going almost to the edge golf here, right?
Yeah. Whatever you're seeing.
I kind of like this.
yeah, to go a little wider is a little riskier too, but
If it comes up light,
if you're able to make this shot pretty well, I don't
Will be
know
wider.
I like the same way.
if Adams Robichaud will have a lot on their last shots where they play at.
A little bit. 20. 5.
Go ahead then. Well, I don't think the line's going to be very good. Yep.
Or just a 4.
Okay. Whoa.
4.
Yep.
4, 5.
Yep. Whoa. Curl. Curl.
Okay.
Can't leave a double, eh?
Huh?
Can't leave a double. Right. You could guard and give him 2, if you like.
He could probably suck one in there.
Well, probably.
But I mean, I don't want to leave a double. Then we're giving up 5, right?
Yeah.
Bump that.
The 7?
Yeah.
Oh, I got
No.
that. I think you're playing this way no matter what.
And if I ever touch this,
That's good, as long
not
as this
bad,
spins
right?
back. Yeah.
Might push it number.
Yeah, number 2. Here?
Yeah, I think so.
You're playing for this, though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Sweet?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good analysis of what the best outcome would be, because if they can just move that yellow just to be second shot and get a big roll off of it, you're right, there is no double for 5. They talked about guarding it as well, and in this case, sometimes guarding to give a 2 is good when you are starting to look at this and saying, oh man, there might be something for 5. Like, you know, it's if you're also are getting into doubles and are sort of new to the discipline, it's not entirely uncommon to have that last rock thrower sometimes just throw a guard. But like the shot call makes sense. Push one into the 4-foot and see where you end up.
Yeah, you do see a lot of crooked numbers on the scoreboard, as you say. A lot of 2s, 3s, and 4s are not uncommon in this discipline. We had a game a couple days ago that started off 7-0 and went to the last rock of the 8th. So big numbers are never out of the equation. However, that may have made it a little bit easier for Sandham Craig's last one.
Like, I almost think it's easier to throw like board right now.
I just don't want to tick this, because then it's a 1. Oh, sorry, we're 3rd shot. Right, yeah.
I think the draws are just a little tougher right now.
Okay.
That was so close to really perfect if they ever just squeaked it by. But that rub
Board, or do you throw like firm?
means that Riley Sandham here can basically throw a nose hit for 3.
Just.
You're just talking about what kind of weight they're feeling on this hit. Yeah, you're right. It was quite close to being,
Control. What do you like?
you know, an excellent outcome.
Because I think I might come down the board. Like, I'm almost thinking,
Just outside edge 4?
yeah, I think that's close.
You like that, Ice?
Yeah, and expect it to move.
Yeah. If we hit a little on the high side,
It should
Should
still
be
be a
2.
2, yeah. Aim for nose.
Yeah, some margin error for sure on this one.
Little down.
Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Whoa.
Okay. 1 red.
There you have it, 1 red. Melissa Adams bails them out with the almost perfect shot, but turns out it's good enough. We'll be back with the third end right after this.
Don't forget your brooms.
You got it.
Come on. Okay, what else? What do you got? You got 1, you got 2, you got...
Just one little, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You could throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
tied 1-1 after 2 here at the 2025 Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Trials. I'm Brian Chick here with Marty Thompson. In this battle between two teams that are essentially out of playoff contention, but still playing for pride.
Keep the line. Yep. Line's great.
Good shot.
Good.
Perfect.
Good shot.
Where?
Top
Yeah, it
line.
doesn't get much better.
Little tap would be nice.
Riley is such a consistent draw.
What'd you get on
You know,
that?
consistent drawer, like so consistent on those first throws.
13-5,
And
13s.
you just see the little bit of pressure that's already putting on Adams Robichaud, where they're sort of looking at maybe throwing a little bit of weight to poke this back. You know, if you ever do take a guard or something, you know, that's a big win for Sandham Craig already. So you're piling the pressure on already with this. And there's the margin for error, which we may see here as well. It might be a little up. Yeah, just how dangerous that rock is above the button. You force that team sometimes to throw something, you know, a little risky like that, and then you get a miss, and all of a sudden you're drawing on top and maybe sitting 2 if you're lucky.
Yeah, just the difference of that, you know, 1 foot of being in front of the tee line or frozen to that back one really changes the complexion of the end right off the bat.
3-4.
Yep. Hard.
3-4.
Yep.
It really comes down to how aggressive you want to play. If you are looking to score, you know, having one high is good. And this is a good tolerance here from Brendan as well, because you really want to protect this stone. So if you think about if a rock is in the top button and the other team, if they don't want to play a tick, if they want to freeze on top of it, you know, if they're ever slightly heavier, like if they're in that sort of like back line range, they almost tap your rock to one side and then they roll open. So then you can now attack that open side, and suddenly you have 2 stones that are above the tee line on either side. And you know, doubles sometimes, especially early on in the end, it's easy to figure it as 2 halves. You can attack either on the left or right, in turn, out turn. In that case, you have control of both sides almost immediately.
Really hard. Hard to get by. Hard. You gotta get by the second one too. Keep going. Hard. Okay.
Big scrub from Alex Robichaud. Not quite what they were looking for. Ticks the second guard. And like you said, that tolerance is such an important issue in this game. You know, if you don't make it perfectly, you still want to get some sort of result out of your shot. We saw that on the last shot from Brendan Craig there, just to leave the guard. If you're not going to make the shot you want, make sure you give something that improves your situation a little bit.
I think that'll get it to at least nose.
Okay.
Control, yeah.
Good throw here.
Yep.
Solid control. Good 10.
Yep. Yeah.
This one's taking the curl early, hard on the scrub.
Okay.
Makes contact, but rolls a little further than they would have liked.
If you nose every shot.
No.
Okay, let's.
Yeah, just curl up on them quite a bit.
And pick it or whatever.
I think we just have to be patient.
Melissa Adams says she'd like to be shot here, but I don't really see an easy way to do that.
Yeah, and Alex used the term patient there. If you can corner freeze on this, you know, you're at least tempting Sandham Craig to play something a little bit aggressive, right? You're going to make them play something that might be a little bit harder and you might get lucky, but
Line's good, you gotta go straight.
So they opted for the patient corner freeze here, not intending to be shot by the end of this result.
Hard straight. Really hard. Hard.
Don't think this one has the legs.
Yeah, just came up on them quite a bit
And you
again.
don't stick it.
They can play that for one, but I guess we leave them that.
Yeah. Throw up a guard on this side for now, and then
Sure.
like they're probably running or
Yeah.
jiggling things around.
Yeah, we can
We're
save-
covering the pin. So.
I think they're coming off that one right now.
So do you want to play it?
Not for the reason.
I don't know if they can be shot though.
I think they can. They can kind of roll into the back of.
Aren't we on the pin?
No, we're top on.
Okay.
They can roll into theirs back four and kind of pop up. I think just go.
Yeah, that'd have to be pretty good.
Like it's
Is
tough,
it
but
easier to
it's
play the
makeable.
out?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
Mid-8?
No, I think like edge 8.
Okay.
We want to just
Yeah,
like
just cross.
Just cross.
I like it.
Even a broom head into the 12. Honestly, like mid 12 is close. Quarter of the 12.
Okay.
Good talk there. Looks like they're trying to play just a little chap off the
Two?
red on the tee line. Is that the call?
2, 3.
I think they're guarding.
Three.
They're protecting. They're protecting. I think the red tap,
Oh,
or like
okay.
a hit where they could sort of start to clear a little more
Something.
granite.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Or maybe that. I mean, it was also seeing that yellow tap. I'm not sure if you can get all the way in there to remove it, but yeah, I mean, at least now Adams Robichaux doesn't have something super aggressive to play. They could run, I guess, their own yellow, but they likely jam.
Make sure we don't do that.
I'm always struck in mixed doubles how quickly you get to the end game. You know, it's a couple of setup shots and you're already right to those closing moves.
For those who love anarchy, you know, this is the game. It's tons of rocks in play, and then before you know it, it's already over.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Alex Robichaux looking to make some granite move here.
Woo! Yes!
Okay.
All things considered, I'd say that was a pretty good result.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what? If anything, they move by moving that shot stone ever so slightly. You make an in-off off that red a little easier. And
Okay. Yep, true.
now Sam and Craig have to protect something. Likely that shot, yeah. So it gives yourself some options on your last. So it was an excellent throw.
Do we need to be low of ours to sit to or no?
Yeah, you can't take away everything now, and
Maybe.
so your objective is now to
Mid-12?
think what's the easiest shot for them to score and
Similar way to
try to take that one away and make them throw the
Kind of like
harder ones. But you do have access from both sides here now.
Inch tighter than mid. Keep it out there.
I think we're like top 8, top 4.
Yep. Yep.
Top 4.
Line's good.
Yep.
Yep, stay down. Line's really good. Hard. Hard if you can. Go, go, go. Your light just stopped though.
Yeah, no, not there.
What?
Shoot. See that? Or do
Yeah.
you like the straight draw?
No, I like that. Just back 8.
Yeah. Yeah, back 8, back 12.
Okay, back 12. Yeah.
Now, it wasn't the weight that they
We saw the
Either
11 was
player
here
had
and it really ran. It came up to about
expected,
Okay.
anticipated anyways.
So what am I showing? 12?
Yeah, it really didn't
here. I was
make
thinking like
much
13.
impact on the options that
12 is
Melissa
probably-
Adams has.
Okay.
Like 12-5
Just
was
over
here.
curled. It would have been
13.
better to leave that one a little bit short if you didn't have the weight, and it would have been more in the way.
We've got a decent opportunity for 2 here.
Yeah,
Center
not
guard's not in place. Just
not
the
easy, but it's
12,
certainly
right?
makeable. Melissa Adams with the last shot of the third end here, looking for a little tap. Trying to score 2. On it early for the Brooms. This one's already going sideways. All over the guard. It will be a steal of 1 for Sandham and Craig. They'll take a 2-1 lead into the 4th, and we will be right back for that after this.
The Canadian curling trials. A thing we cried for, fought for, thrown 1,000 rocks for. The podium, just out of reach. But we can almost taste the gold medals in our teeth. Defiant, we take down giants with nothing but the stones in our hands. And in the stands, they wait and see who among us will earn the right to wear the maple leaf.
Every venue strives to create the ultimate fan experience, one that leaves audiences cheering for more. DDG and LG Display are here to help you make that vision a reality. LG delivers unsurpassed imaging with its world-class technology and exceptional support. With versatile multi-sport display systems and proven revenue-generating opportunities, DDG ensures to deliver the best seat in the house. Contact DDG today, always delivering the best fan experience.
Welcome back for the 4th end of action between Sandham and Craig versus Adams and Robichaud. Sandham and Craig pull off a steal. Just a bit of over curl there from Melissa Adams' last effort.
Line's good. Line's great.
Top 4.
Line's great.
And it seems like that whole end was set up by that first shot being right on top of the button, and this one will be similar, but not quite as perfect.
Want to come around this way or this way?
I was thinking that way, but
Okay.
whatever.
You're good?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a little bit of room to tuck underneath here. In doubles, you don't need much of that forefoot to think that's a nice little spot. They could definitely wrap around here with Elise's first.
Line's great.
Yeah, we have seen the curl, and just because it rocks on the top of the forefoot, there's generally still room to get around it and be frozen on that, or be closer to the button anyway.
Hard line, hard line. Okay, just to freeze on the red. Freeze the red. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay.
That's the number 5.
No, okay, 2.
10 probably here?
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
Like even
Yeah,
5 seconds,
typically, you know, you really want some extra curl on doubles ice just to make not only that first draw nice and smooth and seamless, but also to be able to generate more opportunities by sort of lodging that forefoot full of rocks and having those wider paths to be able to get in. So the ice, as far as I can tell today, and this entire event has just been fantastic for that.
Yeah, there is you see 2 sets of dots up in front of the house where those preset stones can be. Those are up to the event organizers to decide how much curl there is, and whether or not you need a little bit more room to get around those high guards. And I don't know that I've ever seen a national level event where they didn't use the rocks, the dot closest to the house, because there is so much curl in action on this ice surface.
Something to keep in mind too is that, you know, that is the lower dot, and we see the odd run back for sure at this discipline of that run back of that initial stationary stone. And as much as it is closer to the house, you know, it's going to curl up a lot more. So there's still that margin for error in having to sort of learn what the rock will do across the center line.
Hard curl, hard curl. Go, 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 keep going, keep going.
That's what really cut in, eh? Wow.
Almost fully buried behind a rock
You could
in
probably
the
hit enough
top
to get
of the
both.
4-foot, and it's not even to the tee line yet. That'll tell you how much finish you have there.
Yeah.
If you just pick this, though, I'd rather that than you touch that.
That might be overbearing, so we might be. Okay.
We'll take
Like
a
it.
quick look across the sheets here. On sheet A, Armstrong and Griffith trail 2-0 to
Don't love
Peterman
that.
Gallant.
Think I like this now.
Peterman and Gallant are yet undefeated and leading that pool.
For Peel?
Reese Hansen Chester up 3-2 on the Cotter father-daughter duo.
Expect it to curl like a broom head.
Okay, we'll take a little inside.
And on sheet D,
Good throw,
Colton and
Silva.
Kadriana Lott lead Lisa Weigel and John Epping 3-1 after 3. For any updates, scores, schedules, check out curling.ca/scoreboard.
Okay, it's on the guard here. Whoa.
You like guarding?
I think
And
so.
that might have been the tolerance, is just, maybe just to rip the guard is okay,
wide,
but
right?
This is pretty good, isn't it?
yeah, Brendan's a very talented
Yeah, it is
hitter.
really good. I think the
Haven't
same
quite seen that
mindset.
yet this game, but we're obviously just coming through the fourth end.
Yeah. We could also play a hit off the yellow and sit 1, 2, 4, 5.
I don't think so.
Okay. Maybe a touch less.
It's a decent enough stagger there in the ring, so the guard is certainly appropriate to be just on this side of the center line.
Line's good. You got
4,
room,
5.
room. No bump. No bump. Whoa. Whoa.
No bump.
Whoa. Forgot the curl. Whoa. Okay, line's good. Line's good. Straight. Let it sit. Okay.
Again, another
That's
testament to
dragging some
how
stuff
much
there,
curl
maybe
there
bring
is
that
on the
here.
ice. It went from
Okay.
being has to curl to,
6
oh,
should
sweep
be
it straight,
gone.
sweep it straight.
5 might
Just
not,
from the
but-
hog line, and there's so much curl.
The 5 will for sure go.
Okay.
The 6 might kick to here.
Okay. Good peel.
7, 8 high.
Okay. A good peel.
Good peel.
Here's a chance for Brendan Craig to show off some of that hitting ability you were talking about.
Hammer.
Yeah, they're sitting 2, so
You like this?
like it's hard for them to get a. It's not even that hard to get a third in there right now.
No.
So I think we have to.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
More after this?
No, this is
Yeah,
the
you-
last.
Okay. Like a deuce isn't that bad here.
Nope. Expect it to curl.
yeah, good chances to sort of send that red rock straight back, see if you can't remove something, free up this 4-foot a bit, so Riley will have something either on the left or right side on a play. This will be close.
I don't know where to go.
Playing this?
I think so. Yeah.
Not exactly how they drew it up. Got a little lucky on the ricochet here.
I don't know where to go.
Center line. It'll go.
Yeah, still put that redstone in a decent enough position. I know they have this little short run back, but you'll have something to at least hit to, potentially even draw to.
A little more than half.
Okay. Okay. A little more.
Yeah. Whoa.
Curve.
Curve. No, straight. Whoa, straight. Whoa.
Nose.
Yeah, nose.
Peel, and there you said?
Yeah, it's maybe a
Made
smidge
the
more
run
weight.
back.
Here.
Okay, so less.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Made the run back, but lost the shooter. A bit softer. You could have kept that shooter around.
You like throwing peel, eh?
And just a reminder, there are no blank ends in doubles. If you blank, you forfeit the hammer. So stand-up Craig with the chance to remove these 2
Nose
yellow
or
stones and
sliver
keep their red in a decent enough
for nose,
position.
though.
Sliver nose, because if it curls up to a sliver low.
Yeah. So just inside edge?
Yep.
And just to make things interesting, I don't know if that red at the 2 o'clock position is in the house, but it might be.
Yeah!
Big sweep here to keep this straight.
Okay.
Over curls by just an inch, misses, well, touches the back one, but doesn't remove it, so there will be a shot for 2 here. Nose or anywhere on the high side here. As long as you can keep the shooter, it will be for 2 points for Adams and Robichaud and give them the lead in this contest.
Acres of paint to roll to in doubles. It'll feel like, you know, you've got miles and miles of margin here once you hit off this red.
Whoa. Close. Close. Curl. 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 You're good.
No mistake from Melissa Adams. 2 points on the board. We'll go into a brief fourth end break, so take 5 minutes and refresh yourself. We'll be back in a bit.
This is it. It all comes down to this rock. The hours in the gym, the weeks away from my family. This is what I've been training for. And all those voices trying to tear me down, I'm here to silence them. We've given everything we have for a chance to get everything we want.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
The Canadian curling trials. A thing we cried for, fought for, thrown 1,000 rocks for. The podium, just out of reach. But we can almost taste the gold medals in our teeth. Defiant, we take down giants with nothing but the stones in our hands. And in the stands, they wait and see who among us will earn the right to wear the maple leaf.
From cash spiels to Grand Slams, club competitions to world championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders, plus behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You can throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
Every venue strives to create the ultimate fan experience, one that leaves audiences cheering for more. DDG and LG Display are here to help you make that vision a reality. LG delivers unsurpassed imaging with its world-class technology and exceptional support. With versatile multi-sport display systems and proven revenue-generating opportunities, DDG ensures to deliver the best seat in the house. Contact DDG today, always delivering the best fan experience.
Melissa Adams and Alex Robichaud with a 3-2 lead over Riley Sandham and Brendan Craig. Welcome back to Liverpool, Nova Scotia, and the 2025 Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Trials.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Pass the curl. Lock it on.
Both of these teams sit at 1 and 4 in the standings, which will not advance them into the playoff round. The top 3 from each pool have a second life when it comes to the playoffs. And the top 2 actually get 2 chances to move on to the Page playoff. So lots of curling still to come here from Liverpool.
Line's good.
Okay, I'm gonna go a bit. T.
Line's good.
I mean, these are two
Make sure
really
the line's
talented
good.
double teams, you know, that the fact they're not making the
Line's
playoffs
good.
will be disappointed at. But, you know,
Keep it moving.
Sandham Craig,
Line's great.
the last 14 months in Ontario, they've been
Line's
playing
perfect.
the tour events there, and I think even this year, I think that 5 of 7 events, semifinals or better.
Yeah.
You know, they just keep winning constantly, and like you said, they accumulate enough points just because they've just been winning as often as they have, and have really committed to the discipline, which I think we can all agree is certainly commendable, and hopefully it is something that can happen as this sport evolves, as this discipline evolves. And then same goes for Adams and Robichaud. Obviously, Adams looking to get back to the Scotties this year. Robichaud has been to Nationals 5 times himself. It's, you know, these are still really good doubles teams, and it just shows the depth of the field here. Certainly not their best games thus far today, but I think we're just really warming up here as we get to the second half.
We have a little bit of time saved.
And I just think the format of this trials is nice because it does give so many teams a chance. Maybe some of, not to be disrespectful, but maybe some teams you've never heard of are in this event because they deserve to be here. And there's still an opportunity for them to compete against the best and improve their worth. And we'll see who ends up on top. Finals will be on Saturday.
Yeah. Like, is that the end of the world there? I mean, yeah. They guard it.
It looks like it could be a steal.
Yeah, so we got to move this.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you like hack or back on?
Yeah, you make a good point. As someone who has played
Don't need hack if you can.
these two several times,
it's like,
and
it's fully buried, but
I will not tell you what my personal record is against them, but it's not great. They are a great team. They are exceptional. You see the communication they have. You know, the way that they approach the game, as I mentioned, is the strategy is very well thought out. You know, they have, again, committed to this discipline, committed to each other as well as teammates, and I guess recently married as well. There's just really something that when they qualified on this in points, it's like, boy, you'd like to see a little bit more of this. You'd like to see some of these teams that can find new avenues of competing at a high level in the sport outside of fours.
Okay.
I think we just want to tap this. Stay right here. This way.
Yeah, because even if you tap that
That's
there,
great.
it's not bad.
Yeah. Although they can't really
Another
use it
example
as
of a
it
team
is
like
right
that
now. If
is
we tap it
Jessica
over, they
Zhang
can
and
play the
Victor
game off.
Petrangelo, where
They can hit
maybe
and stick it.
Yeah.
your casual curling fan probably hasn't heard of them, but they have won so many events in mixed doubles, especially in the under 25 level, the university level, and they are among the best. And I would gather most of your casual curling fans have never heard of them, and they win a ton of mixed doubles.
I think it's just valuable to have another way to, like, for these two, you know, they came out of juniors together and have played for a little bit. it's like, you know, why not have another way for them to get better? You know, they don't necessarily need to commit to, you know, playing and finding the best four-person team possible. They can be excellent curlers and still develop and potentially even make the Olympics by playing this discipline exclusively. But you're bang on. They are fantastic. They are so good. And they also think of the game, again, really well, really thought out.
Kind of like the run.
Excellent throwers.
Okay, right on the nose.
I think it gives us a chance for multiple.
To your point, I think that's why you see a lot of maybe unconventional curling nations that do well at mixed doubles, because you only need the two players. You don't need to find four like-minded people. You just need one partner and you can go out and be successful.
If we're running, I think now's the time.
Be so many people in our league playing in doubles in this country, and you know, myself included, where it's like that other avenue isn't even there. Like, you know, you come into the sport, or you know, you maybe don't play juniors, don't come up that way. So, you know, it's just a way of competing, and like it's. I think these throwers exactly, Brendan and Riley, are really good examples of this. Got a chance to have a decent score in this end too if they make this one.
Well, where's the best spot for this? Probably right here?
Yep.
I guess he might just come here.
He might.
Is that any good for us? No.
I mean...
I think we got a guard.
He's got that right now, and he's got that draw. That's pretty tough. Can't touch that.
Yeah. I think we guard for now.
What if we go right here?
No, I don't really want to leave him run at that. So I think we dead guard the center, the top one.
Sounds like they've opted for the guard, but I kind of like Melissa's bump call, but maybe it's just one rock too soon for that.
Yeah, if you could get that melded right onto that other Yellowstone, you're in good shape. But yeah, I think this is the right, you said, right time for this one.
2-3.
Line's good. Line's good. Straight if anything.
Yeah.
I think we're 3.
Okay, well, I wanted to die, I think.
It's moving on them.
Whoa, let it.
A little quicker than I thought.
Okay, go little. Whoa, good. Think about it, the run of the chip.
We might not have the chip on our next. If we miss the run, they might just tap.
Okay, so play that now.
Yeah.
Try to secure one.
Yeah, it's really thin with like peel.
You don't want to just play like back house.
No, like I think it's.
I'm just scared if we lose that.
We can play like normal.
Like if you hit it and bounce off for yellow, it's gone and they're sitting 2.
No, they're just sitting 1. We're second. The red and the yellow though. We're third shot right now.
This has to be pretty precise, but they do have a point where if they do chisel that red stone over, there is a really good opportunity for Adams Robichaud to just knock that one out, even if it's frozen on there, somehow get a way of tapping up the yellows or something and just making no shot at the end. So
heavier than your first.
Okay.
I'm just looking to chisel this red sideways.
Clean. Straight. Yep. Whoa.
Just has to hit the thinnest piece of it. How good is that?
Nice shot.
That's a great spot.
Really nicely managed by Sandham and Craig there. Just had to scrape it sideways and nudge it right onto the button.
I'd be more inclined to play this way.
And
I
do
guess.
how? To get to nose? Like
to get 2 under 5.
I don't think I have enough of the 2.
No?
I don't
Okay.
think.
I don't mind that. We could also just give him 1. I think that's not a bad option.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great spot for that redstone. Holy cow.
Does she have a shot for 2 right now?
Probably could tap for 2.
Guard this.
Like if you jiggle this, I think this is good.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of good news, bad news there for Sandham and Craig. They are shot. They will take their single, but I don't see a lot of opportunity to get a second point. Especially if Melissa Adams can put this rock where she wants to.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they speed down the ice and throw one quick to save a bit of time.
Straight. Straight.
2. 1.
Hey, whoa, 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 whoa. Just leave it. Just leave it.
Sorry.
Really close.
Well, I mean, like with the guard here.
I think it is. I think it is.
Okay, if you think so.
Guard is high enough that they think they might be able to get around it and make the T-line tap.
Probably about edge 12.
Yeah, and based on what she was saying, she thought that was like a 3. And it was
Yeah, like I'm thinking like hack I'm throwing, eh?
Yeah. I think it's going to lose its handle by the time it gets down there, too.
Okay, so I'll give a positive release.
Yeah, I like that.
And you like edge 12?
I do.
Okay. Think hack?
Think like solid hack, I think.
Okay.
Really good discussion there about what adjustments you need to make to give yourself a chance on this shot. They're saying that she's throwing almost hack weight to just make the T-line tap.
Bit of room. You look really frosty though.
Okay, it's coming off.
Curl. Curl.
We're not there. Okay. One red.
So 1 red on the board. It is a tie game. We'll be back after a break.
The Canadian curling trials. A thing we cried for, fought for, thrown 1,000 rocks for. The podium, just out of reach. But we can almost taste the gold medals in our teeth. Defiant, we take down giants with nothing but the stones in our hands. And in the stands, they wait and see who among us will earn the right to wear the maple leaf.
The live sports experience is changing. Teams and facilities are under pressure to provide online and in-venue entertainment. IKS Live has the right team to deliver. We provide service across North America and produce the best fan experience, in the seats or streaming to you. IKS Live continues to bring you the best seat in the house.
It's a 3-3 tie between Sandham and Craig versus Adam and Robichaud.
Line's good.
Kicking off the 6th end here in Liverpool, Nova Scotia at the Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Trials.
Back button.
Still room. Got a curl.
Back button.
Got a curl.
Good. Better. Do you want sweep?
Yep.
Riley Sandham with the come around freeze tap. You wonder how much that last draw where she was trying to throw hack weight might have messed with her judgment a little bit. Throwing hack weight on one and then trying to throw the fast line on your next one can sometimes be a little challenging.
Like to go?
Okay. You can go. You can go. You got room.
You gotta go.
Room.
5.
Whoa. Go then. Whoa. Whoa. Has to curl. No. Has to curl. Hard, Alex. Hard. Get it there. Yep. Hard. Go. Good sweep.
Nice.
Yep.
Well placed by Alex Robichaud there.
15.
It's
Like
chance to
Melissa
come on
threw
the
it,
other
but
side. Yeah,
I was gonna say
well,
Melissa
actually,
threw it,
it's
but
funny you
Alex
mentioned that.
did the placement.
Let me bump you.
I just wanted to point out just the fluidity that they're presenting, where it's, you know, like, do you want to sweep? Yeah, sure. Like I'll go down and sweep that stone instead of holding the broom. And you know, it's everyone's preference, right? Some people prefer to sort of have that chance to manage that stone right away, or you know, some people want to throw and manage it or whatever. And it kind of comes down to a little bit of personal preference, but also like what the team needs at that time. This is also, you know, there's maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in for both these teams, so maybe she just needs a break. But just wanted to point that out because, yeah, I mean, also Alex did a great job managing that rock all the way down.
What do you like in there?
I found that to be one of the biggest challenges when playing mixed doubles, is that extra step of, if you don't have a broom down, adding a step in your routine to kind of figure out what you're throwing at, what you're using for a target, because you don't have that broom. I felt that was so foreign to me to have to, something that I was so familiar with, then to try to have to relearn and add some pieces to.
Okay, whoa, off the red. Okay, not bad.
Not exactly what they were calling, but not a bad result either.
Who's second? I can't see.
We are.
Can we chip our own in?
Yeah. Probably just leaving them this freeze, and they have that tap still.
This tap is tough.
Okay.
Wait, will we be chipping ourselves frozen somewhere?
Yeah, it's pretty thin though.
Like similar shot to last end?
What's that?
Like what I threw last end, kind of?
I can't hear you still, sorry.
Like the shot I threw last end?
Yeah, it'd be nice to get that off the button to get some space.
We don't need space, they have hammer.
True. Okay.
You like it? What weight, like back 8?
Yeah, because I'd love to stick the shooter around.
I would love to get the shooter out of there if we're gonna...
Okay. Yeah, back 8.
Either the shooter rolls big or we stay right there.
Riley did a good,
hit what, like
had a good example
yeah.
Okay.
of showing that, you know, strategically, if you're playing doubles, sometimes it's easy to think, okay, what can they do on the left side, what can they do on the right side? Where it's like, if we do put it in there, they still have this shot coming on the left side with the yellows, so which one do we want to give them? And putting it right on the pin and trying to seal that on there is going to make that shot a little bit harder.
Keep going.
It's really got to come a long ways, I think.
Is it through? Okay.
I think so.
Little unforced error there, probably just a bit more weight than he meant to throw, or a little too much line, or maybe a bit of both.
For Alex Robichaud here, you just need to touch that yellow stone onto that red, and if red just comes, you know, just behind the tee line is fantastic. You know, you just need to sort of nudge it a little bit, and you could have that yellow stone come down and get close to a freeze in your own yellow. So this is a real big chance for this team to attack, considering just how much yellow granite is in the forefoot.
Little light,
No
6.
line. No line.
6, gotta go.
Oh, okay, you gotta go then, but no, there's no line. No line. You can't on this line. You can't on this line. Hard. Keep going. You got it. Go. Hard. Hard, 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 hard.
Just looking to nudge that yellow. Makes contact and maybe it moves it an inch, but I don't know if it's enough to be second shot. However, that stagger is doing a good job of protecting that yellow that's on the button.
Back 8, back 12.
Okay.
Just enough to move it.
Yeah.
I would love to freeze it on our red.
Oh yeah, agreed.
It's pretty locked in.
It's the same broom, just like 6 feet less weight?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm taking edge 8.
Yeah, whatever you just took.
A bit more. I was just mid 12, but I'll take in between the two.
Again, a good discussion on what adjustments you need to make. Throwing a little bit less weight and taking a little bit less ice.
Yep.
Back line.
Yep.
Just through.
Whoa. Curl.
Just through.
Curl. Whoa, straight. Hard. Gotta go.
Coming down hard.
Fooled on that again.
Hard. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's a really difficult spot. Saw that a little bit yesterday too in the home and botcher Walker Myers game, where it gets inside and it just will take off on you a little bit.
He's ever two. I think it's going. Maybe if he gets it to there.
And that comes down to, you know, doubles.
If
It's,
he gets this, he might pick one.
rocks are just traveling down the same path consistently.
Right, this is
I'm
always
certainly not an
gonna
ice
end up
maker,
in
but
here
you sort of see these
Yeah.
paths sort
I
of
mean, that's
start to
tough,
take
but-
shape. And on ice that curls this much too.
You could nose that.
Well, we also heard him make both adjustments, both in weight and line, and maybe it was a little overcompensation based on how his first one traveled.
He's ever going to be second if you nose.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't think, but.
I don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
I think we guard this.
Okay, yeah, I like it.
Things starting to look pretty good for Adams and Robichaud in this end. Yellow sitting 2 at the moment and throwing a guard.
Two.
Okay, line's good.
One.
Line's good. Always curl. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Okay, you're good there. You're good. No hole.
I don't know if you do.
Try it this way still.
Let's see, that's mission accomplished for Alex Robichaud.
Can you get to this one?
Let's try to be quick here though.
Okay. Can we hit? Will you see this?
Good half, 2/3.
There'll still be one.
Shooter's gone and they probably just have an easy tap for 2.
Yeah.
Could tap this red back into our bunch.
Do you have like a hole here to play?
Yeah,
weight?
but I have to throw weight.
Yeah, that's fine. This is dragging this way all
Yeah.
day. It should stick right here.
Okay.
Do you like it?
What weight?
Any weight, like whatever you need to get through the hole.
With this?
And either turn. Like however you can get through the hole.
Okay. Like I think it's at least normal.
Okay. Do you think there's a hole there?
Yeah.
With which turn? Okay.
Is it bad though if we throw big weight?
Like I think this is always dragging this way.
Okay.
Normal?
I think firm.
I like firm too.
Stay there. Here more?
Okay.
So trying to thread the needle through the hole, make the little drag effect, run back tap kind of.
Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. Yep, yep, yep.
Sorry.
Just got a little wide,
Do you
so
like the out better?
Doesn't matter. Sure.
Yellow.
no point messing with a good thing. Adams basically throws it away, and 2 yellow will go on the board for the New Brunswick duo. They'll lead 5-3. We'll be back with the 7th end right after this break.
From cash spiels to Grand Slams, club competitions to world championships, there's a lot to keep up with on the pebbled ice. Stay up to date with the Hardline Curling Show, your weekly source for everything curling, with the latest event results, breaking news, interviews with players, executives, and insiders, plus behind-the-scenes access you won't get anywhere else. Follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube. Make sure you don't miss a thing.
Every venue strives to create the ultimate fan experience, one that leaves audiences cheering for more. DDG and LG Display are here to help you make that vision a reality. LG delivers unsurpassed imaging with its world-class technology and exceptional support. With versatile multi-sport display systems and proven revenue-generating opportunities, DDG ensures to deliver the best seat in the house. Contact DDG today, always delivering the best fan experience.
Two on the board for Adams and Robichaud. They take a 5-3 lead into the 7th end here at the Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Trials in Liverpool, Nova Scotia. I'm Brian Chick here with Marty Thompson, and this one is still to be decided.
Close. Clean, clean.
Maybe a little.
Line's great. All
No,
you.
it's all there.
All you.
It's all there.
Looks okay.
Looks heavy.
In 4-player curling, up 2 with 2 to play usually means you're in pretty good shape, but it's not nearly as comfortable in mixed doubles.
Yeah, I think so.
Round?
Speed should be closer.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to see these teams trade power plays here in the 7th and 8th.
Yep.
Pressure will be on Sam and Craig to get a bundle
Line's
here.
good.
And
Curling a little early. Line's good.
Gotta go.
Yeah. Line's great.
Gotta go.
Curl. Curl, curl, curl. Whoa.
Good shot.
You do see that power play used differently depending on whether you're winning or losing. Sometimes it can be a very offensive decision, and sometimes it can be played a little more conservatively.
Good weight.
so Adams Robichaud electing to play the tick. Now, if they could move that Yellowstone right to the center and cover their own.
Hard. Hard, you got it. Keep going. Keep going.
Hard.
Okay.
It won't be quite there, but that would be
guard one, or-
kind of similar to see in 4-person where, you know, you want to be extra aggressive, start throwing stuff to the wings. To defend a power play, another methodology is
frozen,
to
but I think they can
almost
still
on your
both
first
go.
just throw up a 3-guard down the middle and focus the
Deuce
play
is good here, but
on the center.
three
So
would be gravy.
some comparative, obviously, to 4-person there for sure.
Yeah.
Santa Craig, it's really nice to have those just completely frozen. Those will be
Me neither.
certainly crucial as the scent
Because
develops.
if he hits it just a hair low, the back one goes and he stays frozen on it.
Okay, so one guard.
Sure. I feel like they're running it in. So.
Yeah, it's our rock.
Edge 4?
Yeah.
Brendan Craig looking to replace that guard from the sounds of things.
20. 3, 4.
Good ad. Yep. Oh, line's good.
3.
Clean. Clean.
3, 4.
Whoa, then. Gotta get by this yellow.
3.
Curl. Hard curl. Yep, yep, yep. Keep going, keep going. Good.
Like this.
Uh,
Where are you thinking, run?
I think I like the run.
Anywhere here.
I think I like the run.
Okay. Your call. Either one is good.
Run.
Okay.
Hit it on the inside, eh?
You gotta hit it.
Hey, you don't want to be on the outside
Yeah.
in case it ever catches, but you'd have to miss that by quite a degree.
Yeah, I think this is a scoreboard call here. If you just want to make sure they're not that Sandham and Craig don't get more than 2.
Oh, nice shot.
Pretty well done.
Work.
Play that, tempt him to freeze.
No, we're not rolling buried.
Okay.
You're either freezing the yellow or rolling that.
You do leave some guards in play for Sandom and Craig to play with.
Freeze right back.
If they don't make it perfectly, I might be able to nose it and get rid of both.
Okay.
What do you think?
If you don't make it perfectly, they might guard. And we're in tough.
Do we draw around that yellow? You want to call time here?
If you want.
Let's draw around the yellow.
Okay.
We know we can bury there.
Yeah.
Just outside edge 8.
Okay.
That's a really good discussion. They've got tons of options. Like, Riley's first thought just that hit and roll under, but Brendan, good point to saying that they can just sort of come to.
6 is good.
This is certainly a very aggressive call, but they need to do something here.
4, 5.
Curl. Oh, line's good.
4.
Yep. Hard.
Yeah. Yep. Lose it.
Good sweep.
Yeah, I think that I like that call, and I agree with you. The hit and roll just gives them a little backing to draw to essentially to be buried and frozen, which means that rock would be difficult to remove. So at this point, looking at the scoreboard and the stage of the game, you got to take on a little more aggressive attitude if you are trying to put up a big end.
I really like this call from Adam Strobishow. Just this like 11 seconds, hog to hog, just a little hit and roll, and get in a really ugly spot, maybe between those yellows, beside that red, where you really complicate things for Sandom Craig.
11.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me to see a timeout if they make this shot.
11 down. Down. Curl.
No, nothing.
Curl.
Curl.
That's not nothing.
Sorry, I just meant.
I think you have to now.
Good point.
I think so.
What do they do if we make that?
Could have tried to carve that over a little bit, but
forward weight.
I think you like control.
Sure.
didn't quite get the roll they were looking for.
Ago. Maybe a pinch wider, but
Melissa just thought that was going to curl up a little bit more on its own.
I just think we got to roll it enough to be so they can't draw and freeze on it.
Yeah, like rolling behind the right
the
side
middle
guard.
yellow there.
Yeah.
Control.
But if you roll away, it's not bad as long
that's
as you
a
like expect it's gonna move.
middle yellow. I think they're intimating kind of that like
Control?
Almost edge 4, we said.
Yeah.
bottom third kind of quadrant of the 8 foot. Get really deep there and make that draw really
It's close.
not advantageous.
Need enough of a roll that they're basically past their red, so it would be overburied. And that was not what they were looking for.
That was a 10-5.
Yeah.
You like an 11?
I like that.
Be a little aggressive with it?
Yeah, I called you on to.
Yeah, and Adams Robichaud with the added benefit of seeing exactly what the other team threw. They had a time, and knowing how Lisa throws, they're going to make that adjustment, and now they have a great chance to get underneath and get a really big force here in the 7th. Coming home
really
with
good
the power play up any point is good. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say it's a really good example of what the information you can glean from the other team's shots. You know, she had the stopwatch going, she watched the line, and she knew exactly as a result where to put the broom and what she wants to throw. So good lesson for young curlers there is if you're watching the other team throw, you can double the information that you consume.
And it's even more crucial in doubles when you only have those 10 stones.
No.
This one's sailing a little bit wide.
Curl, 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 curl.
We got a piece of it, but not going to stick around.
10.
Riley Sandom will have a draw to the 8 foot for a second point.
Mid-12 you like still with the in?
I like the in.
With mid-12?
Yep.
Just a little up weight on the hit,
Same line.
but I mean, certainly a good place to be in coming home with the ability to play the power play. So giving up the 2 is certainly not the end of the world.
Be a bit.
Line's good. Line's good.
Weight's close. T.
Line's good. Make sure. Curling a little bit. Curling really hard. Yep. Yep, yep, yep.
We're good, we're good. Good throw. Very nice.
Need a good chunk of the 8-foot, and mission accomplished. 2 on the board for Sandham and Craig. It will be a tie game going into the 8th, and I think you're right. We can anticipate a power play. We'll be back after this.
The Canadian curling trials. A thing we cried for, fought for, thrown 1,000 rocks for. The podium, just out of reach. But we can almost taste the gold medals in our teeth. Defiant, we take down giants with nothing but the stones in our hands. And in the stands, they wait and see who among us will earn the right to wear the maple leaf.
Everything I've worked for, everything I've sacrificed, has led to this. It's out of your hands now. All the gold medals in the world can't help you now. You can throw the perfect rock and still miss, but it just takes one. You leave it all out there on the ice to leave behind a legacy.
I like the out.
You can play it if you want.
No, mid 12.
It is a tie game with 1 to go.
2.5, 3.
Yeah, I like that.
So Sandham Craig looking to score, so they won't be doing the tick shot. They'll be trying to sort of focus play in towards the middle.
Yep.
If they're a 3-guard or 2-guard, then they could draw around and sit 1, maybe even top 4 or something like that, and
Yep. Keep going. Keep going, keep going. Touch the center
make
line.
sure they can sink 1 underneath here.
Right, nice shot.
Think so?
Okay.
Of course, the other team has the opportunity to do that before they do, but that's the methodology behind this throwing this guard up.
And if I'm Sandham and Craig, I'm almost happy that Adams and Robichaud want to come around that, because that'll give me something else to play with.
Exactly. Yeah, you'll have something else to sort of nudge into, and then it becomes a regular doubles end, so to speak, where there's going to be angles, and the focus will be on that 4-foot shape that we talked about, and just moving stuff around. And you also have now a run, and I actually like how deep this redstone is. This will be too much weight.
Top 12?
Hangs on to the back line, but probably will be fairly inconsequential by the end of this end.
Out. Do you like the out?
Yeah, good as either.
Winner of this event will represent Canada in the World Championships. Will be held later this year in Fredericton, New Brunswick. And while it is the Olympic trials, Canada doesn't actually have an Olympic spot nailed down yet. The results of that World Championship will influence the qualifiers for next year's Olympics in Milan or Cortina.
5.
Got it, curl. Bring it in, make it a good one now. Yep. Yep. Hard. Yep, yep.
A little deeper than they wanted to go, but can they get this buried? Not quite.
Yeah.
Just quick look at the scoreboard across the ice. Peterman Glant up 5-1 on Armstrong and Griffith. Another tie game on sheet B. Reese Hansen Chester are tied 5-5 with Cotter and Cotter. And Weagle and Epping up 6-4 on Lot and Lot. Again, for any of those scores, check out curling.ca/scoreboard.
If anything,
I'll also include the standings and the playoff picture as it shapes up.
Both teams have timeouts to play here in this last end. It's hard to see on broadcast. I think the camera will just briefly pan to it, but these games are quite quick. You know, the thinking time is not a lot. So you see just how quickly, you know, Sandham Craig just go down to throw this stone.
20. 3-4. Okay. 3.
Each team starts with 22 minutes.
And I think I just saw their coach Wayne Tuck actually look behind at the time clock for their team. So something to watch for.
Really tight.
At a glance there, I think it's 3 minutes and 5 seconds left, which should be ample for the 2 remaining shots, including your timeout. There you go.
Yeah.
What turn?
Out.
Okay.
Does it ever jam on the side? No, it's good.
Again, that's just thinking time. So as the rock travels, the clocks aren't actually running. It's only about how long you have to discuss and make your mind up. And once you start to throw, that clock stops.
Sorry. Thank you. No worries. Another one either.
Robichaud just misses the run back.
Narrowly missed it on either side here.
Yeah.
Oof.
You got a 20 on that?
Yeah. With a softer give, you said.
And he might have one more to make that right here on his last coming up.
Aim for a 30?
Yeah, 25-30.
No need for much of a discussion on this one. Put that guard back and
30.
try to protect your potential game-winning point.
2. Yep. Where?
2.
Clean.
3.
Over curling a bit.
3.
Just clean.
3.
No finish. No finish.
Sit.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay. Chasing that, right?
What?
Chase?
I think so. I'd love that. You call
13.
wait.
13? 13? 12-5?
Yeah, I like that.
Just another reminder for you. We will have a third game of the day tonight at 8:30 local time, 7:30 Eastern. It will be Papley Van Amsterdam versus Zhang and Petrangelo. That will be our feature game. And as usual, sheets B and D will also be streamed on static feeds. Check out Curling Canada's YouTube channel for those feeds.
Whoa!
Carve?
Carve! Carve! Go! Go, 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 go! Carve! 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 Keep going. Good. Throw.
Timeout.
You got it?
Timeout.
Well, the guard left on the center line. Again, good news, bad news is you didn't cover the guard, the rock in the house, which means
Here.
Robichaud was able to remove
They
it,
have
but
that,
you
but-
still have a center guard
So he's forcing a shot.
covering half of the button.
Yeah.
And here comes Wayne Tuck,
Ideal, I think, is almost here.
Well,
Like,
no, then they just follow it.
a former mixed doubles national champion in his own right, to
Here.
offer his 2 cents.
Easier. Like, I think this is the best case scenario.
I just don't want to.
They have to draw here.
Yeah. Just don't want to leave it short.
No, I know, I know.
Like almost sweep here and hope it stops there.
Like, we think right beside it is best case scenario.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's not bad.
They can just
They have to follow it, but
here they have this little half rock.
Yeah. You can be beside. You can be a hair past it. If she tries anything on the outside of it, comes right into this one.
Yeah.
That's like, yeah, right beside
Yeah.
it. I don't think if we're here, they're ever playing that. It would just be the draw.
No, I'm saying if you're just like a quarter of a rock further, then I play it. But it comes into this one. So
Yeah.
I like that spot. I mean, Decide.
And like anywhere in the 4 foot,
Yep,
really.
decide
Yeah,
when it
at
gets
least
to the
forces
hog,
something.
to the rock where you're going to go with it. But
Okay.
I like right beside it.
Yeah, same as my first path, really.
Well, we played the outturn.
No, I'm just like in general.
Okay, yeah. Like mid
Yeah,
12. I
yeah.
would like it. We just can't wreck on it. A pinch inside mid.
Yeah.
I looked up and saw 10 seconds.
So you
on
heard the
clock.
discussion, well thought out there. The best spot for this would be almost right next to that yellow, just biting the top of the 4 foot to make the
So do we think the draws are
most
slowing down a bit,
difficult option
Like, I almost think sweet for
necessary
T1, and
for
then
Melissa
if it runs
Adams.
good, it's
Yeah, we have
okay.
the 2 feet wiggle room either way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there is
Yeah,
a
just
spot
watch
that
line.
they
Yeah.
really can force Adams Roadshow to
They're
make
not
a
touching
difficult
the
draw
floor,
for the
right?
win. So
I don't think they
I
are.
don't think so. Maybe just.
Okay. We need to chunk
Yeah,
to the floor.
perfectly next to that yellow, but
Same as my first.
buried behind the guard and touching the 4
Inch
foot
inside
by
of
an inch would be pretty good.
is that all you're asking for, Brian?
That's it. You know, only have to be accurate within a few centimeters.
Line's good.
Okay, wait close.
Line's good.
Wait's really close.
Yep. Yeah, line.
Top 4.
Yeah, line.
T.
Line's good. Stay close. Yep.
Or top
Yep. Yep.
Line looks pretty good. Now they just have to be shot rock here and stop right
Perfect,
there.
Riley.
It's pretty good. Well played by Riley Sandom, putting the pressure on Melissa Adams for the game here.
Just need to high side it anywhere, right?
No, it's pretty thin.
Thin?
It's a quarter rock or less.
Time out, please.
If I'm being picky, I'd say that red rock was about 6 inches heavy, but all things considered,
just
pretty good effort.
I think this is there.
Yeah, I mean
If you're
it was
seeing that,
really
I don't-
within
I
the
don't mind it.
tolerance too. The fact it came
It's
over and
just
came
probably
down.
thinner
So.
than we think. Because you gotta kick it quite a ways.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Kind of the thinner the better.
Yep.
I think it's. Do you think it's ever just stopping in the fudge?
Probably not. Not if I do this. You've thrown so many of these in practice, right?
Some would argue the
Whatever you like.
legality of that maneuver, but
9?
9? Okay, nice, easy 9.
if that makes the difference, I'm going to be stunned.
You got it.
Yeah, big shot here, just making sure that both players in the ice are confident in it, and I think just about got to that point. So, big shot for the win here at this Olympic trials game.
For the game, Melissa Adams looking to hit probably a quarter or less of this yellow, run it into the red, and score the points necessary for the victory.
Whoa. 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 No, 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 no.
Hard, 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 hard!
It's good, it's good, it's good.
Okay, sorry.
Called and made, but I wasn't so sure about it halfway down based on the silence. Anyway, the win on the board for Adams and Robichaux. Will be back tonight at 8:30 local time, 7:30 Eastern. From Liverpool, Nova Scotia, in the Canadian Mixed Doubles Curling Trials. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you later tonight. Have a good one.
Go.